Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go and take on for today's lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7 for the current update. So you see, ever since from every 2 weeks as we're about to go for only one time in the lap time challenge in the online time trial event in sport mode. So you see, it's about to go expanded and take on with some serious challenge. We'll have to go race on in to be at the Olympic Esports Series 2023 Motorsport event at D Forest Raceway, Group 3 category at Fuji International Speedway, and the Alfa Romeo Giulia GTAm 2020 will be at Red Bull Ring. Number of days remaining to be set as a reminder, so you'll have to be sure to get all 3 events will be participate and acquired to get all the gold objectives to have 2 million GT credits, and especially to have some extra reward will be increased at 100%. So I had to get ready up for today's video segment. One Alfa Romeo will be taken on in the Red Bull Ring. Main part of the goal objective is going to be at 1 minute 40.331 seconds to get 2 million GT credits, but it takes a lot of good beauty of performance to see how the Giulia GTAm will be racing on the track to go harder at it. So I have to be switched and good to go to be using with this car. And by the way, because that will have to take much more BOP regulation, it's going to have to be set and going entered to be on the mid speed. Sports hard compound tires are now being checked. Wide body and nitrosis will be said to be on prohibited. Well, it turns out ever since from the December 2022 update to see how this road car is now becoming as a sporty sedan car. But I still love the very good potential to see how this Alfa Romeo will be racing and being treated as a sports car. So I hope it is, because this is going to have to get challenging and go harder to be mastered on each part of the 10 turns progression according to the BOP regulation is about to be set automatically onto the power and weight will be turns out to be correction and will match. Do your best out there, folks. It's only 1 day left because it takes a lot of delays for myself for my YouTube channel. But after all, it takes patience, and doing much more development for myself will have to take some time and be on standby. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for today's lap time challenge. Let's begin and get on the way. So it turns out, because having this part of the racing objective for only 3 online time trial events is going to get much more best opportunity to go expand it. So you see, I just went down to do some practice preparation before the next full walkthrough we'll be taking on in Tokyo Expressway to be on the east clockwise for the World Touring Car 600. But I don't know, because all kinds of best road car or racing car strategy is going to have to get much more recommended to see how it feels. But by the way, because the wet surfaces is very challenging to go for having a grueling battle. So on to the lap time challenge in the global ranking. Just going to choose any kinds of best numerous lap time moments ever since from other Gran Turismo players that has a replay icon. So here is a very good best average lap time by 1 minute 39.039 seconds made by Equinox JA. So I hope I had to load up the ghost and putting up to be on the main preparation to go on in. Beauty and sporty all together to have this nice Giulia GTAm 2020 will be at the ready. So let's go, and gonna have to be sure to have that good performance will be drive in style. So I had to be extra careful because the penalty is about to be set included. So let's ready up, go for the hood cam, and have that ghost car is about to be set and enter in on turn 1. Okay, very good stable. Just gonna have to make sure to have the gap distance will go increase to be around in 1 second plus up ahead to be on the ghost car on the chase. So that's sector 1. Going to proceed on sector 2 to be at turn 3. pull the gas and keep coming straight. Radar is always meant to be set to be used. Going in on turn 4. Gonna have to keep up and stay well entered on the line. Okay, the ghost car has the upper hand. Just going to go basic and proper warm-up after having a last week from Dragon Trail Gardens for the Radical SR3 SL. All clear on Sector 2. Going in at Sector 3. Penalty line is now being served to be on the behind position towards the final turns on the last 2. Okay, here comes the sprint to the finish. 5 seconds left. Gonna have to hurry up and make that time to go perfectly to go proceed in the next lap. Here comes lap number 2. Alright, looks like I just took a clear in 1 minute, 41.415 seconds. Now all I have to do is going to get in to be increase the gap distance by 1 second behind when the ghost car is going to have to keep a good helping hand by the assistants. Get back onto Sector 2. Achieve on turn 3. Counting out by the numbers on the gap to be on 0.4 seconds in the minus. Okay, very good. Keep that beauty to be well stabled. Keep on track. Always gonna have to keep practicing more. And then I'll have to be on my way to get a good perfect set record. Okay, perfection is the main key, but it'll have to get much more tighter on the ropes. Very good. Watch out for turn 10. So that makes 1 minute, 40 seconds for the decimal of 0.767. That's very good. A-OK, and keep up the good work. But it'll have to get there by exactly under 1 minute and 40 seconds to get updated onto 39 seconds by the limitation. But still gonna have to keep working hard because this objective will be focusing on the gold. Step it up on turn 3. My ghost car still barely got a lot of good effort out there after the previous lap. Here it comes. Always have to find a good line. Come on. Just going to take sector 3. Poor effort. I had to slow down and go quick recovery. Bummer. I almost lose my balance and my concentration. That's just gonna have to get much more shape up to do it. So let's try this again on lap 4. Gonna have to go back to square one. So there you go. Proceed on to the 4th lap. Stick it to the game plan and go and proceed to be on the behind gap. So that makes 0.082 seconds and going up significantly. So I had to hang on Step it up. Almost cleared on turn 3 to be on the main position and going upper hand for my ghost car. Okay, gonna have to do much more extra reminder next time because it had to. Okay, let's skip one lap later before we proceed on lap number 5. Somehow, it turns out for this strategy might be quite pretty upper hand to go piece of cake on the road car, but it's still gonna have to take many more attempts and ever-going endurance to see how you can go driving to be expert at the GTAm Giulia. A very good sport car is actually to be well served to be racing on the track, but still, I'm still gonna have to learn and get used to it because the drivetrain layout is absolutely to have an all-wheel drive, but differently to be referred as an FR layout. Similarities and spec of performance for the Giulia is much more beautiful, unique, and styled to have some good carbon fiber styles to be well applied to be on the custom kits, such as the wing spoiler to be well seen on the rear. But it has a lot of good increased aerodynamics to be on the main speed. So I had to keep it steady and going down the hill to be on the main elevation towards Sector 3 to get back on track. Okay, quick recovery time to avoid a penalty. And there it goes. Just as I expected. Now all I have to do is get into timeout and get back to square one. So, attempt number 2 is actually to do much more progress after finishing from attempt number 1. But it feels right, and just gonna have to get much more sporty to be well competitive, to be work hard at Repo Rain to see how good you are to be driving with the Giulia GTAm. So let's go back to square one and resume the progress to be catch up onto the ghost car. So steady as it goes, make that push, go full throttle. So I'm about to go hardcore to catch up to this ghost car. It's gonna have to try to help me out by coaching. Here comes Sector 2, clear from the first sector. Gonna have to amp up my performance and will progress to be on the rarity level. So there we go. Looks like I got the upper hand to go down to be at turn 4. Brace myself. I guess that could be quite close enough. Now for turn 6 to go through. Steady as it goes to be on the hard left. Don't lose a lot of good balance on the grip. There goes Sector 3. Pushing on the edge and go boundary by the limits. Okay, perfection, cleared. Now, gonna have to take one final turn to be pushed forward. We'll be sprint to the finish line. So there we go. Lap time update by 1 minute, 40.542 seconds is good to go. But still, you'll have to give one more determined choices to be ending up onto the gold or silver. Gonna have to exit out and see how I did very well. 17 miles for today's driving marathon after having some grueling training work from Tokyo Expressway. So after all, because session 2 is now going in to be well checked to be highlighted on each part of the gap in 3 sectors. In sector 1, 22.422 seconds. In sector 2 to go forward at 44.755. And for sector 3, 31.365 is now checked and going total amount in 1 minute 40.542 seconds. So there you go. Looks like silver to be on the comparison record to be at 3.22%. But it's not close enough because 1 day left before the ranking registration will come to an end. Mostly because it'll have to be on the set decimal to be at 0.331 seconds when you're on 1 minute and 40 seconds. But looks like replay to be saved and just going to get back in to be on attempt number 3. Update for having a previous lap time and currently to be at 0.432 seconds. But the torque needs to be speed up more. Handling is all I need to do. So there you go. Gonna have to keep a good left side onto the apex without having a penalty compromise. Let's start the time. Keep things up a bit. So here comes the first turn. Agile is the key of perfection to go for the upper hand. Once my ghost car is now being behind, gap distance are about to go increase. Gonna have to take that elevation to go up. Here comes turn 3 to be entered on sector 2. Still average, but switching up the gears is very more important when you're on turn 3. So here comes turn 4. Dive in and keep a good steady on the inside apex. But I know about the strategy, I'm just gonna have to turn this race around. Gonna have to take that objective to go achieve and going gold to be added. But it is gonna have to take some different perspective when using the automatic transmission. So here comes sector 3, turn 7 and 8 to be stay on track, and gap distance will have to stay in the same position. Going in on turn 9, keep it steady and stay well maintained to be on the left side before the inside to go right. There we go. Looks like I just made it and update on the gold. 1 minute 40.225 seconds is now actually to go update. After going up to be on the first turn, stopping at turn 3 will have to be required to be on the gear transmission. Perfection is the key of the line in Red Bull Ring, including turn 9 and 10. One best ever objective and going solid fine work. So there you go. Looks like I just made it on time and go for only one part of the lap time challenge in about 1 day lap. Successful is going well perfection to see how average Giulia GTAm is now dominate to be at Red Bull Ring. All 3 sectors clear and being highlighted in 1 minute 40.225 seconds is now good to be done. But still, just going to be sure to have the manual mode will have to go quicker, stable, and adjusted to be much more easier. But after all, comparison to world record at 2.89% is absolutely to be well positioned in 14,098th place. There goes the replay to be on the regular, and best lap is now being served and treated to have the best immunity. So, I guess that's 1 lap time challenge cleared, only 2 more to go, and next up, we're about to be raced on in to be at the Olympic Virtual Series for the 2023 at D Forest Raceway. In about 7 days left for the Group 3 category at Fuji International Speedway along with the Olympic Esports Series 2023 motorsport event were only 3 days left. So I had to be sure and get there on time as a reminder before the next video, as I'm about to be ready to wrap this up until at the end. So I'll have to figure it out soon enough if I can go in to choose any kinds of best road car to be participate in the World Touring Car 600 at Tokyo Expressway, but I continue on to be on the full walkthrough. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.